Hello YouTube, this is Randoms after about, holy crap, it was about, what, 2 months since my last video? Just gonna do some errands here in the nether while I talk. Basically, I went home for break. I think I've gone over this before, but I'm a college student. I do work about 40 hours a week while I'm here, but I am still taking, right now, 15 hours of class, or 15 credit hours. But when I went home for break, there was a bit of a change, let's go with that. The room that I used for my computer, for my desk and stuff, because I have a desktop, it had been taken over by my parents, just for random junk. So I no longer had really anywhere to put my computer except for at the end of my bed. And if you've ever tried gaming, especially FPSs, just having your keyboard and mouse on your bed, you'll know that it completely sucks, and it's just really not worth doing. And if you haven't, then take my word for it, it sucks. Don't try it. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could, but it really is just a general incomplete pain. So yeah, and then I got to school about 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, well, almost 3. No, 2.5. Let's just say 2. But my roommate came back, pretty much sounding like the living embodiment of death. And yes, I know that's an oxymoron, but still. He was really sick, and naturally, I got sick from him. And, like, seriously, for a week, I was in bed. The only time I got out of bed was to throw up or to go to the bathroom. Like, it sucked. So, yeah. That's why I haven't been around lately. Hopefully anybody that is watching this is in fairly good health. Oh, yeah, I should probably mention, you know, it's been forever, but Minecraft I at least have been able to keep working on. And I don't know if I had started the framework for this yet. I think I did. I'm not sure. At the end of my last update. But if I did not go over what I was doing, consider this a giant square made up of 9 smaller squares, each one of those 9 being 27 by 27 blocks, which allows for a 25 by 25 interior with walls. And so, oh hey, Iron Golem burning to death. Awesome. And so this is a project. I meant to do it for the December build contest, but I never really got much time to work on it thanks to not having a real place to play, not like I do here. And so this is kind of my idea for a self-sustaining castle. You have your tree farm over here. I think I showed the skeleton trap that I have in my mines. If I haven't, there is one down in that giant mine that I showed. or rather a cave system off of that mine has a small dungeon with a skeleton spawner. And so that really helps with growing the trees. So we have our acai, we have our spruce. I know I just probably horribly mispronounced that. Acacia, maybe? Something. Dark oak, that's easy to say. Do I have stuff? Did I take out the jungle? Yeah, okay, I took out the jungle box. Over here, I was growing some jungle trees just for actual wood to use. Nobody really cares about jungle wood, but people like dark oak, so I've been growing it to put in my shop at spawn. Also have our farm stuff over here. This area I'm probably going to put a cobblestone generator, so now that we'll have stone, essentially a stone farm, a wood farm, a farm, with our carrots, wheat, melons, pumpkins, and whatever I decide to put there, and whatever I do with the rest of this space. I don't really know yet. We have our iron farm, a very small iron golem farm. Now these, I will have to modify this come 1.8. If you have not heard, 1.8 makes iron and gold rare drops. So in order to actually get them, you must, the creature or whatever must have died within 5 seconds of being hit by you. Either that, or you must manually set off a TNT explosion that kills them. So I'm probably just gonna modify this to come, or like put up a platform here, pour some water there, and throw some TNT in. Let them collect for a bit, probably about 30 minutes or so. This is a smaller design. This is Nims TV's simple and easy iron golem farm. He does have a bigger one that is featured on the Minecraft wiki page. If I had been thinking, I probably would have gone with that one instead because it's supposed to be faster and it's still very, 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 very simple compared to the Iron Foundry and Iron Trench designs. Keep in mind, this is a survival world, and I am not a moderator. Moderators, they have the ability to be in creative mode, and most of the time they are. You know, I'm not sure how much I agree with that, because it's kind of like one of them I know has, I want to say he has the Iron Trench. I've never been there, but I know he has one of the two. And it's like, I know he built that thing entirely in creative. And it's kind of like, why should they have a massive advantage over us when they are allowed to have shops? See, if the mods did not have shops, I wouldn't care. But I don't really think that the mods should have shops if they are in creative mode. That's just me. And then again, I guess you could justify it, and the fact that even if they built this thing in creative mode, there are still things that are available to players, especially available to donators, that are not generally available to pure vanilla survival, and do give those people and their shops significant advantages. We have my cow farm here. This is good for, this is how I got my bookshelves. The bookshelves over here. The cows plus the sugarcane farm that I built forever ago. And the wood farm over there. And so I think I had them over in that wooden building that a ways before. You might have seen them, you might not, not sure. But they were over there, actually. And I moved them here. So, good source of food, and good source for leather. Really, only source for leather. But back to donator advantages. Okay. Here's the thing. Like I said, I work nearly 40 hours a week. So, I do have some money to spend on what I enjoy. Most of it goes to school. But if you do have a little extra money and you play Minecraft a lot on a specific server, I would really suggest considering at least donating to that server. Because it does cost money to keep servers up, to essentially pay for maintenance, pay for that slot. And if you have a good community, especially if you come to Omnikraft, really consider helping them out with that. And one of the best ways, in my opinion, in terms of investment reward, because it really is investing in the server. Crap. Oh, I did go in. Is spawners. So yeah, I went ahead and donated, it was about $20 or so, and got some spawners. And so there's some zombie pigmen, because I have a zombie pigman farmer, or spawner. And I have zombie pigman, skeleton, witch, and wither skeleton. Wither skellies are very nice to have as spawners, just because they're a pain to find in the nether, and it gives you an easily farmable source for them. And so, as you can see, this design hinges on keeping the room completely dark while that switch is turned on. Now, the zombie pigmen, they will not care. They will spawn anyway, so that is kind of nice. In a sense, you could have a gold farm and not have to worry about these other ones spawning too. As long as you're in this radius that I am in. Okay, so spawners, you do not have to build spawning platforms. I see spawning platform designs a lot. I don't get it, honestly. When you're working with an actual spawner, when you're trying to make random mob spawns in the dark, yes, those are good. But when you're working with an actual spawner, they can spawn in mid-air, so they don't need those platforms. In fact, you're actually decreasing your spawn rates by doing so. So all you want to do is get them out of that check zone, the 17 by 17 by 9 check zone. And with these, the block right there, the very last block that has lighting around it, right above the water, that is the edge of the lowest spawner's check zone. So, pretty much, I'm getting them out of their check zone, getting them down into this hole, and funneling them down here. This is kind of nice for experience. I would suggest, if you were going for an XP farm and you're doing this, obviously blaze farms are better, ender farms are better, but they're also not as convenient. Like, all I have to do is come over here, sit there, drop down, hit them with a sword once, they die. That's it. Blaze farms take a little bit more work to set up, a little bit more work to do, but you do get more experience. Now, one thing I will say before I go down here, if you're going to do a farm like this, do not use witches. I made a big mistake when I used witches for this, and that witches are douchebags and will heal themselves. So I dropped them down here to make them one hits, and then they heal themselves. if you use fire aspect, they will try to heal themselves with other potions. Like, witches are just a pain. If you're using witches, have them separate and have them drop straight to their death. Do not let them live at all. Okay, witch rant out of the way. So, as you can see, I've been using the experience with that, fully bookshelved enchanting table to get some nice swords. This is my looting sword. I'm using iron right now just because it is the most renewable metal that I have. Diamonds are fairly renewable with voting systems, except for voting systems, at least on our site, are down right now. So, using iron for now, it's not bad. It's my looting sword, sharpness 4, looting 3, it's not bad. These two are really good grinding swords. Unbreaking 3, sharpness 4, fire aspect 2, smite 4, unbreaking 3, fire aspect 2. I mean, like this sword, I'll show you in a second. You'll see why I have the soul sand in a minute. Okay, are there any midgets? I hate the little midget pigmen. They always kill me. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, this is completely full. I should probably... Oh lord, that's full. I need to empty this before I put anything in. So yeah, this is probably, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 runs. Oh yeah, 7 wither skeleton skulls. Awesome. This sword, I've already spawned 1 wither, thanks to this setup. This sword took it down in probably, I mean, it was less than 30 seconds. It was awesome. But yeah, let's just empty this very quickly. I do like the respiration. I don't know why this farm has really gave me a ton of respiration aqua affinity helmets, but I love it because, I mean, it's really handy. For me anyways, because I'm living right on the ocean. Wither skeletons are also a very nice renewable resource for coal. That is very, very, very handy. Especially since I'm not using a blaze farm to get that source of fuel. So, okay. So you can see these are pretty much full, just about. And then I'm starting on these, and these are filling up very quickly themselves. So, yeah, as you can see, like, I've had these spawners maybe a day, so these are a very, very good investment to return item. You can get a lot out of them. You can sell this crap. It's just good overall. But let's go have some fun, shall we? Let's go kill some wither. Oh, don't need any more of that. Actually, let's just do home. Okay. So before, I want to say episode 3? Episode 3, probably. We got down here, and I showed you how basically there was a lava lake right here, and it was a giant pain. I came in here, I came in through this way and dug down to get on top of it. Cleared it out, so I could find bedrock. There are basically 2 main ways of trapping withers. One is making them in a very small room at the end of a tunnel and shooting arrows at them, and the other is trapping them inside, like at the very top of the nether. Personally, okay, those 2 are still there. I don't like either of those. So I found a different way. If you find any section of bedrock that is encased, like you have a hole and it's encased on the 4 primary sides, that will work to trap the nether as long as you have 2 blocks on top of obsidian like this to withstand the startup blast. And keep him from flying out of that hole. This is especially nice. This block right here, as you can see, there isn't one right there, but there is one right here, and it kind of restrains him a little bit more. So let's get this started. Wither skull. As you can see, just 2 right on top of his head, and run away. So, yep, smites. Holy crap, are you kidding me? Really? That's okay. Well, the good news is he is still trapped right there. Now, one thing when you're fighting with Wither, keep moving. The first time I did not have any trouble with this at all. Somehow I magically did not get hit. Now I was also in there before it could actually start attacking, which was nice. Like, now it's kind of annoying. I cannot believe that freaking zombie came in there. But as you can tell, I'm pretty sure that's the fire aspect working. That's helping us out there. Ah, suck it, Wither. Okay, where in the crap did that zombie spawn? Like, all of this is lit up. But, yeah, as you can tell, even with me dying multiple times, that little setup will keep the Wither trapped and unable to escape, which makes killing it not easy, obviously, but significantly less work than having to chase it down or having it blow up your entire base. Yeah, and so, especially having it down here by bedrock, it doesn't really have much to destroy by touching, because it can't touch anything. The blocks it shoots won't kill any, or won't destroy any blocks, just any block it's in contact with, which in this case is nothing. So let's try that again. Let's see if I can't kill it a little better. So close. If I'd been wearing armor, I probably could have killed it just then. You know, and that was like, what, 10 seconds of fighting it with an iron sword? Yeah. So, we now have 2 more nether stars. Like I said, I already have 1 beacon. So, you need 6, I'm pretty sure, for the max beaconosity. Max number of beacon effects. Actually, you know what? I like the sound of beaconosity. It makes no sense at all, but I'm gonna go with it. But, so I think we will end this episode right here, and see how things progress next time.